Alright, real quick, some housekeeping. Kind of want to go over what's been going on. As the thumbnail said, as you probably read, parts have been a fiasco, especially with the transmission. Some of the parts we got were wrong. You'll see that in the video today. The right parts found out last week are on national back order. Great. On top of that, week prior, didn't get any footage. Not that I wanted any, but I still don't have the cowl on the car, the wiper cowl, and because of that, the back half of the engine's exposed, and it sat outside. It happened to rain quite a bit, and I did not actually have valve cover gaskets on. So, long story short, motor got a good amount of water in it. I took getting water in the engine as a sign. So I went ahead and ordered the SN95 Mustang oil pan instead of using the Town Car oil pan and the Town Car oil pump pickup tube, which doesn't really fit in the oil pump. And there was just a bunch of stuff I didn't want to deal with anyway. So we ended up having to take the motor back out, change the oil pump pickup tube in the process, and the oil pan to the bigger oil pan for the Mustang. Finished removing most of what's left of the air conditioning. Made a block off plate so that way we can still use the heater instead of just having a gaping hole there where the AC evaporator core used to be. We also managed to get the center console removed. Well, get the center seat section of the bench seat in the center. You know what I'm talking about. So yeah, that. Trying to make room for the Pro Billet shifter, I just took all the foam and whatnot off of that center seat, and it had quite the nice looking bracket there for a shifter, so that's what I did. Besides that, got the motor back in the car. We still haven't gotten confirmation on a torque converter. It ain't shipped out yet, but again, with transmission parts on national back order, that, yep, great. So, kind of at a stalemate right now, which sucks, but it is also July, and this is the month where we take the fam, kids, and we do our Wisconsin Dells trip for a week. So not a whole lot's going to be getting done on Biggie this month. So that sucks, but vacation's a good thing. I went ahead and edited up what little bit of footage we had from us trying to start assembling the transmission, which wasn't much at this point. I just kind of am waiting to get all the parts in, so that way we can just get it as far as I can get it before I need more parts, which will be the fuel system and whatnot. But we'll cross that bridge when we get there. Unfortunately, it's not looking good for August, but hopefully it's still this summer. Hang in there, guys. I promise. It's gonna happen. It's just a very slow moving process. So today's the day. We finally got all the parts in for Biggie, and we are going to get this thing fully assembled to the point where all we're waiting on is FTI to get at us with a confirmation number, or confirmation that our converter is finished and shipped out.
Goal is basically going to get the center section built.
Okay.
With everything that we need to get that right. And then checking through the instructions that we get, make sure that's done. And then we'll take that's when we'll stop and have some lunch, then do the valve body afterwards.
Copy that. Technically, it's Father's Day, so happy Father's Day to anybody that's out there. This will probably come out belated, but happy Father's Day. Oh, yes. Yes. All clean bangs. Clean bangs. Keen. A keen.
He says we got to put the doohickey in the doohickey and the doohickey in the doohickey.
Oh, I'm glad you know where the doohickeys and the doohickeys go, because I do not. Oh, we got instructions. Here's Ford AODE Smart Tech Direct Clutch Drum and Shaft Kit. Clutch drum with integrated stub shaft.
Getting the O-rings down in there, or the lip seals.
Okay.
See how the lip seals
Oh, yeah.
bottom, and then you gotta go around the edges, make sure it's not twisted. Lube is never a bad thing. Lube is always good. Always gotta have everything nice and lubricated.
Oh, generous with the goo.
Normally you can twist them and get them to go down. Really?
Presses it down so you can get the snap ring on. Neato. Dorito. See that?
Stage 2 friction feel.
Yeah, I was gonna ask. So the blue is those are mucho
High
better.
energy feel.
Oh yeah.
Stock.
Yes, this feels like something you would polish a clear coat with, and that feels like something you would take down to like primer. Maybe not bare metal, but primer. Yes, mucho.
You can use 2 different kinds of steels.
Okay.
You can use stamped, the normal ones, with the blues, or you can use the choline coated steels, which are got a coating on the steel and they're painted black like that.
Oh, okay.
For the older stuff, I would have put this in. If it was a C6, we'd be running these. With your turbo and the spin, I want to have, you got to have a little bit of forgive, because there is capabilities of some clutches applying centrifugally going down the road when you get too fast to spin them.
Oh, gotcha.
So, in these clutches you can run either or. The red ones you got to run blah blah blah, but these ones you don't. So this gives you a little bit. The reason why I'm doing it is to have you have a little bit of relief.
Gotcha.
But this is a 7 clutch thing, and they don't sell this kit in 7 clutch. Reverse. You have to buy this whole kit again for 1 clutch. So you're gonna get 1 high energy clutch in the bottom.
Gotcha. That's okay.
That's the way it's got to be. And then I need, where is?
And this is, what drum is this now?
This is the direct drum. 3rd, it's on. Reverse, it's applied. With, there's a couple different gears. So, and then I need your bearing. And we're gonna probably take this back apart again. Right now we're just checking height, make sure everything's copacetic, and it seems how I don't like my hands dripping wet twice.
Right.
We'll keep them. That's how come the clutches ain't wet yet.
Gotcha.
Right now we're checking height because we're adding a clutch, and they got different yada yadas, and we might have to play to get this the height we need it to be. And of course, unavailable from Ford is all the size snap rings that they include on the back to tell you to buy.
Right.
But they're discontinued because COVID made it impossible to get old car parts. Or I should say Joe Biden.
Yeah. He did that.
He did that.
He did.
Ooh, likey. And here's part of your expense. This little part wasn't cheap,
No.
but it was specially machined to fit your
New
yada yada.
yada yada.
Got your spread, got your rollers. Always give it a little bit of
Information.
give it a little splash of the rollers. Put your case snap ring in there that'll throw you off the first time you build one of these. Where did extra snap ring come in? And all they use it for is the height of the band.
Oh.
To keep the height where it's supposed to be. So that way it locks on the lugs when it's standing up. Otherwise it wouldn't need it.
Huh.
I'm ready to play with that.
I take it as
No.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
But as you can see, there's another transmission torn apart on the bench. And that is because nobody told us that the gear set
Planetary gear set.
the planetary gear set is different than what is in my transmission. So this will not fit into my gear set, which is right there. So Jerry seems to think we've got a solution, but we're going to wait until he can call and hear it directly from the horse's mouth. So we are back on the waiting game, which is fine because the converter's not here, but dumb because, you know, it's dumb.